Hey, I'm back with another video, and this time we're doing a test, particularly a non-stop gaming battery test with the POCO X3 NFC. I know, the title is long, but for now, that's how we're going to call it. So basically, with the POCO X3 NFC, I will drain its battery from 100% until we reach 5% or empty capacity. This is to test out how long the phone can last if you do intend to play non-stop. However, we're going to test out only one game, which is Genshin Impact. In case you didn't know, Genshin Impact is an open-world multi-platform game that delivers console or PC level of graphics to mobile devices. By far, it's the most demanding game that I've played, which also means it's going to give us a consistent high CPU and GPU usage. That said, at the end of this video, you may be able to estimate your screen time when playing a much less intensive game. But before we start, let me present first our testing setup. As I've mentioned, we're going to start at 100%. Then we will check our battery stat every hour. The settings for Genshin Impact are all high with 60 FPS enabled since the phone can comfortably handle it. With that out of the way, let's start our battery test. POCO X3 NFC is using the latest Snapdragon 732G, the successor to the Snapdragon 730G. Although there's no huge improvement, Qualcomm boasts that it provides a slightly better GPU performance in benchmarks. Given the settings we are under, I can say that Genshin Impact is playable at the highest setting. The frame rate usually goes between 25 to 40 FPS. You can probably boost your numbers a little bit, but in exchange for downgraded visuals. And after an hour, the battery is now down to 78%. That's a 22% drop from a full charge, and I think that's just about right. Considering we're playing a AAA title, that 22% drop is actually better than I expected. That said, let's play another hour of this game. POCO X3 NFC comes in two models, one with 6GB RAM and 64GB storage, and the other with 128GB. What I have here is the 64GB variant, but I don't think that's going to affect our gameplay in any way. I also have to mention that the device gets warm pretty quickly upon playing this game. By the 15-minute mark, the portion around the camera module is already hot, but not to the point that it's alarming. The performance didn't get hit despite the increased temperature. So after another hour, we are now at 54%. From 78%, that's a 24% drop. Again, not surprising or anything. Looks like we're on track for 4 hours of gaming time. Unfortunately, at the third hour mark, my camera ran out of storage space. I was only able to record the first 45 minutes, but don't worry, I still played through the next hour, which saw us going from 54% to 29%. By far, it's the smallest battery drop that we have seen, which is 15%. One hour more and we are now at 5%. We could still push the battery till 0, but I noticed the device had limited its performance at 15%. So basically, the game started to output lower frames, which I think was around 20 to 25. Regardless, that's a POCO X3 NFC non-stop gaming battery drain test. It's a relatively new format for me, and this one took a lot of time to prepare and record. Hopefully you learned something about this video, and let me know if you want to see more tests like this. Either way, that's been it. Till the next one, stay safe.